Welcome to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. And tonight we are covering The Valley, episode 11. Right? Did I get it right this week? Last week I said 4 or 5. I was way off.
You're a little off on that one.
Because it's so much fun. You're having such a nice time.
Yeah. When did Brittany get a pink dog?
Oh, she's one of those people that dyes her dog.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. Like they dye the hair on the dog. Like and put like leopard spots and stuff on them. I've seen this before.
Okay.
You know what's funny is that when I see the guy that does it, I think, what an artist. If I saw the owner that was walking it, I would be, what a cunt. Like, because I don't know what it is. Like, I know that they're treated very well and everything's organic and all the things. Like, I know that it's like, it's art. By the artist. The person that says, I think I'm going to take my dog here is, I don't like it.
Yeah, a little weird.
I just would get nervous. The dog gets wet and all of a sudden you got a cheetah print on
That's
your white
true.
couch.
Yeah, no, that's totally true.
Anyway, shall we top of the pops it, kids?
Okay, great.
Okay. We start off, Janet and Lala visit Brittany. And I want to start off this episode by saying, if anyone, anyone, except maybe Craig Conover, because now I'm in Natalie's camp, brought me spaghetti in a Ziploc bag, I would call the police immediately and have them arrested. I would do a citizen's arrest.
Why?
It's one of those things she probably thinks is like funny. It's like her Dave and Buster's kick. It's like her. She's got little things. I can't remember them all because I try to forget everything that I find out about Janet. But I feel like she thought that would be funny to like show on camera. Where like if I'm going to a show day, I'm stopping by Ralph's. They sell them for $5 there.
I'm getting beautiful glass Tupperware and I'm bringing
$10,
it
whatever.
like a lady.
Yeah.
I was so offended.
No, she thinks it's funny.
I didn't have a cute container. How about just a container?
Yeah, how about
That's
just
right.
aw,
I didn't
yeah.
have to be a cute one. Just would have been fine.
They tell her she looks so good. How does Jason feel? Yada, yada. And then they ask about Brandon. And, you know, he kept changing the date. Brittany talks about how she broke up with him. I just want to say from episode 1, I really said this guy was a schmuck and
Yeah.
I did not like him. And I stand by it.
Yeah, he sucks.
10 toes down on that.
What is one night and a half?
Maybe he left in the middle of the night.
That's how I'm like, is that what? Because they're like, well, how long was he here? She was like, 1 night and a half.
Like maybe he
I'm like,
got
what's a half a
there
night?
either at 3 a.m. the first night, or maybe he left at midnight the second night, or something
Maybe
like.
Brittany doesn't want to count.
Yeah,
Any,
maybe
they're
Brittany's
all
on her
options.
pain drugs right now. Who knows?
1 night and a buttercup.
And a half.
I don't know. This guy was such disgust, though. So bye. Bye.
After they talk about the breakup that, quite frankly, I don't care about, Brittany says she hasn't heard from Danny and Nia, but I guess Nia posted on Instagram under her post about like, I got my mommy makeover. Nia said, so happy for you, or great, whatever. And Lala says they're more concerned about like the look of, you know, how people are perceiving them, the look that they're portraying to the world. And Brittany said, yeah, I tried to say something in Santa Barbara about all their weird actions and that got me nowhere.
This is why I literally stayed off social media for like 2 or 3 years and people think like, because I feel like somebody told me this, like, oh, it's very heady of you to think that people are actually like looking for what you're looking at your activity. No, there are people that are. If I don't respond to something, but then you see that I liked something or that I was active or whatever, like then they're going to go, oh, so you can't return my text, but you can, you know, be saying whatever on.
Yeah.
Like my personal time is my personal time. Like if I didn't answer you earlier, it was because I was mad busy. And now it's 3 a.m. and I'm just laying here at my heating pad and trying to smoke my weed and like get to sleep and like drop my thing on my head. That's when that'll knock me out because nothing else does, you know? And I just, nobody wants a friend like this. That's like tracking your social media like activity to see like if it lines up with where you said you were or what, like, you know, if you were busy earlier. It's really stupid. Also, the Santa Barbara thing had nothing to do with this. That was just Brittany wanting to bring up again. I've been trying to tell y'all, these people just been keeping everything real secret.
I love when you talk, Brittany.
It's real easy. You could just say a bunch of dumb shit.
No, you got good twang, girl. One thing I want to say about the social media of it all is the only place where I'll give her a little bit of leeway here is if I have a best friend or a very close friend, and you know this about me, I am an easygoing person in the sense that I'm not expecting to have like a birthday week, and it would be really nice to go out to dinner if you're available, and you don't have to pay for me. And like, I'm not that person, right? But if you don't even shoot a text over, it does get me sometimes like, okay, well, you couldn't just remember, just a text. I'm not even asking for a phone call. I will just clock it. I know people have busy lives. I'm not Lindsay from Summer House, but you know what I mean. And I had this thing with a friend once where he didn't text me on my birthday, and we were in a group like of our friends, and someone's like, "You forgot to text Courtney on her birthday," and he goes, "Oh, wow," and someone goes, "Not sorry," and he goes, "Well, I don't feel bad," and everyone goes, "You should feel bad."
Okay, I don't feel bad. I don't want anybody to text me on my birthday. I think
Why
that everybody
should you
needs
feel
to
bad?
understand that everybody has different kinds of ideas of what a birthday is. And like literally
is
the only
wild.
reason that I talk to any of you fools on your birthday is because the 5 of us girls still have like
Because of this conversation right here that we're having.
She texts me on my birthday.
Right,
I do because I
think we're
had to get you
finding
like
out
I
why.
was in a group with we buy each other gifts. We give like literally each of us get $300 every year, and so
it's great.
Yeah, so we gotta to our favorite jewelry store, the same one, all of us pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Karen's birthday.
It's Karen's
Karen
birthday.
has, like,
Karen at 14 Karat.
birthdays.
Yeah.
That's what
We celebrate
14
her 5 times a year is really what it comes down to.
Yeah. But like I have that, if that weren't still a thing that we've been doing now for like a decade or something, like I don't know if I would text anyone on their birthday. And when I don't tell people, I tell them in advance, just so you know, I don't do birthdays. So like
Fine, great. If you say that, but then if
just so you know,
I don't do birthdays. Great, clocked it. I will never expect a birthday text from you for the rest of my life. This person that I'm talking about does do birthdays. Everything in their life is an event. And I love the fact that everything in their life is an event because they do great events.
Okay, this is a missing piece of information.
And so it's like I have shown up for everything, okay? And I love them, which is why I want to do it. But like all you had to do was just shoot over a text and say happy birthday. That's it. And I wasn't asking for the person to be like, oh my God, will Courtney ever forgive me? It was just for them to be like, whatever, Mox Nix. I don't feel bad. It's just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I forgot. Happy birthday. That's all you had to say. It's such an easy thing. And also I have friends that have kids, and I'll text them something about my life. And when I don't hear back from them in 4 days, I'm thinking, okay, well, I get that you're very busy. I know that. You have kids. I don't. But I still go out of my way to ask you and connect with you. And then I do get the text, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't have childcare all weekend. But if I never got the text, if I shared something exciting that happened in my life and didn't get a response, I would just think, maybe you don't want to be in this friendship right now because your life is full and you have nothing to... Because if you don't tend to a friendship, it dies on the vine.
No, I
I
know.
don't care if you have children or not.
No, I agree, but like there are this might kind of go with also like the way that you feel about apologies. Like I just think there's so much filler in life. There's so much like when I had Facebook, I haven't had it for 8 years at this point. But that was the most annoying thing is hearing from people that like I hadn't talked to in so long. And then being like, hey, how are you? Happy? Like, and then I would get a DM and I was like, this isn't a, so I think that a lot of people are sending out happy birthdays as almost like a way to get back in somewhere.
100%.
And so like, I don't like that. And I also just don't like sort of like rule book friendships where it's like, yeah, if you text me and said like, oh my God, I booked this job, and I didn't text you back about that. Yeah, that's a problem.
No, that's what I'm talking about. It's one of my best friends.
Yeah,
and
that's a
big
problem.
thing happened. And of course she responded to me because she's one of my best friends. But there is that point, like if it's been a few days, I get nervous where I'm just like, oh God, is this it? Like, cause I have had great friends that I love so much, but I've just lost them to motherhood, and that's fine. And we might come back around. I don't know if we will, cause I don't know if we'll be able to bridge the divide at that point.
Yeah.
But there are people that are so deeply important to me that I would never want that to happen. And I think like if someone does ignore the big news and the whatever, it's a bummer because I get that I don't have a child, but this is my child. This is like, I also want to have like interest in my life also, right? And I think Brittany is definitely a birthday month person, but I will give her, that's what I'm saying, just a little bit. I'm not saying like, oh my God, Brittany's totally right. Just a little bit of leeway where it's like, just check in. hey, heard you had surgery, how you doing? They are friends. Or maybe they're not. And that's why Nia only posted on Instagram. That's why I'm saying it's just the tiniest bit of like, I could see this another way.
So sometimes I will also, if I forget to do it on a certain day, and then like time will get away from me. And if you let 2 or 3 days go by from like not getting back to someone on a text, and it literally has nothing to do with them, it just is the circumstance of whatever. Your brain works very differently than mine. I get very overwhelmed in like if I don't finish this thing right now, like it will not get finished.
Yeah.
And so, and that might roll into, in fact, it always does. Lately, just in the last couple of years, doing this specific job, that rolls into one more thing. Like today when I was like, I gotta go, I'm getting in the shower right now. And I forgot that I hadn't done the thumbnail yet. They take me about 30 minutes to do sometimes. And then I'm like, and that's why I was like, I had to just listen to the Peacock uncut version, and it wasn't able to do the thing that I told you guys to do. And that's a bummer. I assigned you guys to do it, and I didn't even do the homework. But anyhow, there are just if I let that 2 or 3 days go by and realize it, like I'm like, oh my God, I'm in such deep shit now. And then I start feeling guilt about it. And then that guilt turns into resentment to them. Why are you making me feel this way? And it's not even really about that. Sometimes it is. Half the time it is. With you, it's not. But like there are people that like are like, oh, well. And so then I don't even want to deal with it, because then I just am like, I am such a person that just wants to, like, I understand that friendships need to be fed, but like the friends that I have, like I don't have any new friends. I haven't made a new friend and like I couldn't tell you when. So if my friends don't know that, like if I don't get back to you or if that something slips through the cracks, I just need them to know that like that's just I hope to God that my friends just get that about me. And like unless they tell me I'm pregnant or I'm and got a
that's
job.
exactly the only thing I was going to add to that is
Yeah.
because there's been a million times, like I said, like one of my best friends, she has multiple children. They're very young. She's an incredibly involved mom. So I'll send her things that I never get a response about. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
It's the big stuff. If there was a surgery, if someone's sick, if it's a big win in life, like I need to hear back about that stuff, or else I get nervous about not my friendship with her specifically, but just meaning like any friendship. If you are a best friend of mine and we start letting those things slide, it's like, that's a bad thing for me personally.
No, I know. I wonder also if Nia and Brittany, I don't know this for a fact, or I couldn't even tell you like what I saw that made me think this, but like, I feel like they have a weird friendship.
I do too.
I feel like they used to be really good friends. And I think the show has put a real strain on their relationship. I think it was a slow burn, because I think that Nia is one of those people, and also Brittany actually, like these are not perfect women, but like, I think that they are very easy to get along with, you know, like, but like just even if Brittany's talking shit behind your back, you know, like pumpkin, like she's just like, it's easy. And I like that. I appreciate when people are just like, she's weird, but like, it's always very easy. I could just walk in and it's very easy. You know, I feel like she might be like that. But I think that over these 2 years, it's just been like a build of like the divide. The teams have formed. Now Lala's there. And I think that she gets people, you know, kind of riled up. One note for Lala. What I'm really hoping is that like, even though Lala's a veteran, she's new to this show. She's a newbie, first timer, full timer. I hope she's paying her dues right now and starting little things, because that's her job. Because I am not, there's just certain things that
She's missing the mark for you.
And it's just because she never did before. Like even in her worst days where she was yelling and screaming at people, I was still here for it. Like I got it. I understood it. Now it feels like she's playing for, it feels almost like either she's paying her dues, or she came in being like, I'm going to get this whole thing straightened out for Janet. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm a pro. Sit back and watch, kids. Yeah. And it's not working.
Yeah.
And I want to be proud of my boo. And I'm just like,
You're wavering.
yeah, I'm not wavering yet. I'm feeling like there are some signs that it's not going
She hasn't returned
well.
your text about something important for 4 days.
You
You're
didn't
just
wish
getting
me
a little
happy
nervous.
birthday, bitch.
I think you're right about the Nia and Brittany thing, specifically because Jax had the whole "we're trying to take you down" and she's guilty by association, whether she was in on it or not. And I think that they maybe haven't had a direct conversation about that issue, but they both know it's in the air. And I think specifically, I think Brittany could maybe ignore it, but Nia, I think very much so, feels that Brittany was a part of that.
Yeah.
Or at least sat idly by while Jax was trying to work this plan into motion.
Yeah.
So I think there's that weirdness also. That's why I say, like, it's just a little leeway. It's just Lee. It's not even the whole way.
I think Nia thinks Brittany's trashy. I bet they both think that Jax and Brittany are trashy people.
Sure. I could see that.
Like the kind of people that call Brittany and Jax trashy are Denny and Nia type people. You know what I mean? Just a little pretentious in that way.
I mean, I feel like you've said that before, and like, listen, I love like character traits and like, oh, this is this kind of couple. These are the wasps, and these are the churchies, and these are the like. I don't think that Nia looks at anyone as trashy. Nia lived in a car. Like I don't think that she's a person that goes, that's trashy. I think that she is feeling like what you have said that rings true with me is that this was Jax and Brittany's show, and now it's kind of like Nia and like since there's no Jax, it's like the throne is up for grabs, and like I think that Brittany feels very much like this was my show. You would never be here if Jax and I didn't walk down the neighborhood street to your house and ask you if you want to be a part of this. And now Jax is gone, and so Brittany's kind of having to hold the throne, and it's like she can't. She's no crown, you know. So it's I think that's where it's gotten, and so now I think that Nia has resentment from realizing that she was in on things, and there's weirdness that they've never talked about. I could see these two trying to sit down and talk and just over politing each other to death. And then before, you want some tea? I'm going to get some tea, you know, and just or a baby monitor goes off
and someone's got a jolt.
It just seems like there's a lot of unspoken shit. These two ladies need to sit down and hash something out, because it's sort of the key to the rest, I think.
Yeah.
Because if they make up with Janet, it doesn't matter. I really think that this is a larger issue of like two kind of alphas, or you know, not.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Two key players.
Yeah.
The next scene up is when Luke, Kristen, Lacy, and Jesse go to the farmer's market, which is the best market if you've never been and you live in LA, and if you're
is that the farmer's market down the street?
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't been there in so long. It looked totally different.
Oh my God,
I
go a
watched
lot.
this whole scene and I was like, I can't tell if that's a place I've been 500,000 times or not.
It's the best. I love that.
It's the best. Best donuts in the world, Bob's Donuts at that farmer's market.
I've never had them. Gotta go.
Okay, listen, I need to go back to that first scene, because there's just other things like, because this was also about, was this about the food? That she didn't send me any food, or she didn't put Janet on the text? Is
on
that
the
the
meal
scene?
train text? Maybe they mentioned
because
that.
it's been mentioned in
That's where
a
it
few
started.
scenes.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the
maybe this is what it was.
37 arc storyline of the meal train, which
I
was
grouped
so
these, but they
fucking
bought back and
pointless.
forth. Maybe you
because
didn't.
who's the only person that brought Brittany any food?
Janet.
What are we doing? Why are we even having this conversation for 20 minutes of this episode? This meal train,
Like,
this
who cares?
bitch is the
She
only
walked in with her
person
bag of
that brought her
spaghetti.
food was the lady that was not on. I didn't see Lala with any food. I didn't see
Well,
Kristen
Jasmine
with
brought
any
her
food.
chili last week.
Listen,
Fair enough.
here's the thing about this food thing. The only thing about it is that if you say you're going to do something, you should do it. She fired up the group thing, which again, you could say she spearheaded it. Everybody got involved. The food has been delivered. Okay. Like, sorry, Nia didn't get to it, but like all that aside, if you want to just keep it black and white, clear, like, yeah, if you said you were going to do something, then do it. But aside from that, my eyes like rolled into the back of my head, even the idea of this. I'm sorry, this is elective surgery. You are fine. You have thumbs, especially. It was one thing if it was like sort of like potluck style, like everyone's gonna be bringing like a home cooked thing. Like that's a nice thing to do. I would still be pissed if I got lassoed into that, because I would just be like, I'll do my own thing. Thank you very much. Don't fucking add me to a group.
I don't know if I like what you're gonna order me.
And that's the other thing. Also, you don't know when I want food, especially when I'm sick or whatever. Like, you're gonna keep texting me and bugging me. Hey, you ready for that In and Out yet? You know, like, or whatever it
Buy
is.
her a new brassiere and move on with it, or
I'm
don't
telling
get
you.
her any gift for the surgery. It's
Honestly,
like the surgery is the gift.
Yeah, I was just gonna say get her an Uber Eats gift card, but like I'm sure she just spent $50 grand on her new. Like she's got the $100. Like this is just
So
not.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but maybe food isn't the gift we're giving
Listen,
after that surgery.
She has to eat.
No, she has to eat, but that's what I'm saying. If it was like everyone's bringing over like, oh, I make a great stir fry. Oh, I make a great chicken Caesar. Like if it's just like everyone's like doing her this favor of like your new body, new health, new like we want to be a part of like the kickoff to your new life and whatever. Like that would be one thing. I would still find it annoying, but I also just whatever. If this is ordering food for someone, they can order it themselves, and I'm pretty sure that Brittany has help. I'm pretty sure like
Zulai or Zuli.
Zuli. Yeah. How's the kid? His thumb's working yet? I don't know. I wasn't a fan of any of this to begin with because not only is it annoying that somebody even brings it up to do it, she co-signed it. She was like, oh, thanks y'all. Like, no, Brittany, say I'm a grown woman. I can order my own fucking thank you guys so much. Like this isn't like.
If you're insistent on getting me something, here's the spa I like. Get me a gift certificate there, but like I don't need anything.
Or just come see me or something. You
No,
know,
that's what I mean. Like, I'm not. Don't do anything. But if you have to, here are the places I like. I don't know. The food train thing
is weird.
Seems very outdated and weird to me.
And like you're all serving this woman who went to go get new boobs and a tighter belly. Like
I understand.
I know it's very painful, and she's got the the fact that we already had to see them with you, and now we're talking about food with it. It's so gross. I could go on and on. This should just opt out. Everyone should opt out of this. Handle your business. This group chat thing. I'm sorry, Janet. You don't need to be in a group chat to bring Lindsay some food. Clearly, you brought spaghetti in a Ziploc bag. All was well. Bob's your uncle. Like it's done.
Yeah, the end.
Yeah, the
problem solved.
The greatest thing that happened to Janet all week was that Nia did not add her to that text.
Yeah.
Janet was checking every day going, oh, this is so good. Day 7, I'm still not added to this text thread because now she has something to bitch about.
Yep.
Oh, also, Lala, I love you. I really do. But I thought Nia was this like poor, sweet woman who's like got all these kids and has a shitty marriage and is being berated at home and whatever. And now you're pissed that she's like I said, on social media while she's in a glam chair. You're tracking her. You're tracking her moves. That's weird. That's weird. You have time to do this. Sometimes if I have 5 minutes to do that, I just want to do this. I just want to be on Instagram right now while I'm sitting here without a child in my lap and just like some shit and whatever. Like it's just such a poor showing. I labeled this Brittany, Janet, and Lala at the hen house. Because like it just seems like they're all there to be like little like busybodies, you know, little. I don't know. I didn't like any of it.
The makeup chair stuff, I get what you're saying. That doesn't happen till a little bit later in the episode. But I will tie it back to what I was just talking about, where like I'll give her a little bit of leeway. I'll give you a little bit of leeway with that, Lala, and we could talk about it more later. But if you see someone that maybe hasn't responded to you, or for maybe what you deem as a big deal or it's important to you, and you keep seeing them post on Instagram, it can start to bother you. I'm not saying that it should. That's why it's just filed under a Lee, not leeway. I'm just giving you some Lee.
Yeah.
Where I do get that. And maybe it's could just be sensitive to it with like dating shit. If you maybe like I was talking to this guy for 5 seconds and we were supposed to have a FaceTime date, and then all of a sudden after we had like a phone date, totally ghosted me. But then I see you watching all of my stories and posting on Instagram, and I'm like,
weird, yeah.
What are you doing? You're an adult. You are a father. Just send me a text and be like, hey, not really feeling it anymore, or whatever it is. It's just such a weird thing to say, yes, let's jump on a call at this time, this day, and then nothing. I mean, are you on the run from the police? Like So that's the only thing I'm saying. Where like I'll give the tiniest bit of leeway with that stuff. Natalie's not, and that's fine.
Because I think for this specific instance, this goes back to it really seemed like they drudged up something to have this scene. Lala's going to say, well, I guess because of the show. And then Janet's going to say, no one ever added me. Like nobody needs to add you to anything. It's food. Deliver it. That's it. And then who's the other one? Oh, just Brittany being the person that's like, No, you guys, I just want to hear Brittany be like, you guys, I can get my food, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been like such a grown up moment for Brittany, and like,
It would have been great.
No, they were all very much participating in a very like, we're setting this thing, like we're doing the beat today that like she's still a shitty friend.
Yeah.
They're still just showboaters, and none of it's real. And like, I don't know, we're not that stupid. Like it was just gross, and I just don't like being treated like an idiot.
Yeah, I get you. The next scene up is at the farmer's market. And Jesse, Luke, Lala, and not Lala, sorry, Jesse, Lacy, Luke, and Kristen. They all go get pickles. Lacy hates them. Everybody else loves them. And
I love them.
I live for a pickle.
Yeah.
It's a real East Coast like did you grow up with the big barrels and you could get
I crave them.
It just salivated. That was
me too.
delicious. Love it. Oh, you know what I don't understand? A pickleback shot. That to me is gross.
Oh yeah, I don't want to drink pickle juice.
No,
I mean I
just want to eat a pickle.
Then I would just need that much water after that.
Yeah, I'm
because
good.
it'd just be so much salt that I would be so thirsty.
Too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, they very quickly get into the Danny of it all and talk. Jesse said they brought up Danny's drinking again when we were out the other night. Lacy said, "I think he's wonderful. He's a great communicator. He's a wonderful dad. Why don't they get off his back?" And then Kristen comes in basically saying the same thing. I don't know why they just can't let this go. And this is all very team Danny and Nia.
Yeah. So I loved what Lacy said, which is basically like, so what? Everyone's dark here. Like pretty much like,
Yeah.
We're singling out this one guy, but it just seems like everyone has all these weird problems. And like, it just is weird that we're so laser focused on this one thing that like doesn't seem to be a problem with his friends, seems to be a problem that's seasonal with his wife.
Yeah.
She seems fine with it. The friends seem like they think this is all ridiculous. I don't know. And Lacy just doesn't seem like a person to me that gives praise to anyone for that with no merit. Like I've known her for 5 seconds, but so far she'll kind of zing anyone that walks by her that looks at her funny, or she thinks is funny looking or whatever. So I was happy to hear from her, because even though I'm fine with my decision to be all good and great with it, because if it's Nia's husband and if she's fine with it, it's like how Sierra's fine with what, so I'm fine with, whatever. Like that's kind of what I'm giving it.
When they were talking about this, I kept trying to think because she's right, and multiple people have brought this up before. Zach has gone off the rails. Jasmine's gone off the rails. Brittany, Kristen is the queen of going off the rails. No one is innocent here except Nia. Nia's the only one who hasn't gotten drunk and like lost her marbles. And maybe Luke. Luke isn't really.
Yeah.
And we haven't met Lacy enough yet to whatever. So she's out of this. And I kept trying to do the mental math as to why does it feel so different with Danny? Because they all, truly, Kristen, out of everyone, like she even calls herself a pitbull. I mean, she really can go for the jugular and get crazy when she's in an argument.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we allow it. But with Danny, we don't. And the only thing I could come up with, if it isn't some weird relationship with alcohol, is it's such a juxtaposition to who they are, or who they present themselves to be. And with Kristen's, she's crazy Kristen for a reason. And like, we love Kristen, but I just mean, she's doing this all the time through the entire over decades worth of footage we have of her. Just in her life with Luke, with her friendships, I'm sure at the crystal store, she could freak out. And then the same with Brittany, like no one's expecting this holier than thou behavior out of Brittany.
Yeah.
She was married to Jax. We saw the dumpster fire that was their relationship. So everyone else has been, Jesse is a wild, sometimes very dark character.
Oh, Lacy, do not get pregnant, because that dude will figure out a way that you owe him 10 grand of child support every month.
Correct.
He's like, what? Like I feel like now he's like, baby. Oh wow, that's a tie. That's a tie for 18 years. That's $10,000 towards my rent in the canyon. Sorry, go on.
I also have an SBA loan. Would you like to help me pay that off? He's going to whittle that down to nothing. She'll take $75K, and then he's left with half of the $150. That's true. Point being, though, is that, and then so you could see how that would trigger Michelle to lose her marbles the way that he's acting. So they all are, I don't want to say they're all unsavory characters, because that's not the right way to put it, but like they're all already in the fray.
Yeah.
Right? Like these people are already in the mud, slinging it and yelling and whatever. Danny and Nia put themselves on a different playing field than them, the way that they show up, the way that they speak to each other. And so I think maybe that's why we dig a little bit more here, because we expect that behavior from everyone else. We weren't expecting it from the perfect couple. And that's the only thing I could think of as to why it jars people more.
Nobody else is hiding it. They're the only ones hiding it. And that's what's coming out, is that it seems like they're hiding it. It seems like you guys aren't being honest. You're not being truthful. You're putting up this facade of this perfect little couple that's got everything put together. And oh yeah, we have our squabbles, but nothing we can't sort. Like, it's bullshit. It's seeming like bullshit. Everybody else does this and they don't hide it. They don't wake up the next day and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I never screamed in Jax's face at that party. I never told him this wasn't his show anymore. I didn't do that. I didn't scream and shout. Like, none of these people are waking up the next day doing that. They're not continuing it for years. These two will take you out. They're take
you out.
That's what half the group is saying. You can't say anything. So Brittany said on the couch, you can't. I tried it in Santa Barbara. It didn't really work out.
Said they will take you out? We're scared of them.
I'm saying
they have then, like you just said, everyone has been saying this.
Oh yeah, no. The cast members have been saying it.
Have said they will take you out.
They say like things more along the lines of, if you go against them, you get like hellfire and brimstone thrown at you. Everyone kind of comes for you if you come for them.
Okay. So
it happens here on this show. When I say it, this happens. So like, it happens. You're doing it. You're part of Danny and Nia's army.
You're a minion.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
That's all I'm saying.
Reporting for cuties.
That's the difference. Everybody else is just a drunk idiot who gets drunk and screams at their friend like a normal.
Because they're trying to hide it.
Yeah, and they wake up and they're like, oh, fucking idiot. Even Jesse, of all people.
They say in this episode, I think, they will tell you, yeah, everyone has a heart attack about it. So I just say, if you're going to drink, just like, don't be loud about it. Like, about and ready to shout it. Just like, get your drink and like, just chill it out.
But let me ask you a question. Is it, if someone thought that I was out of hand when I drank or whatever it is, and the bottom line is, he might be out of hand when he drinks, but he's out of hand when he's sober. Like, he is snippy with people when he's sober also. So it's to Kristen's point.
Just with
if you don't like
wife.
Danny sober, you're not going to like him drunk.
You know what's funny? Just one thing about that exact sentence.
Yeah.
Out of all the people that like him, I would have actually thought that Brittany would have liked him, because those two cheese dicks are just, they should seem like they should be two hogs wallowing in mud.
It was tainted by Jax. I don't think they ever had a fair shot at it.
I think that is it too. Because doesn't she just seem like, he's so funny? Y'all, that's funny.
We're
like,
on Bucko Mountain.
Yeah, like exactly. Like something happened that made them mortal enemies.
Brittany's probably seen too many pastors like Danny that didn't turn out so good.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where she's from?
I'm not going to, like, I know that I can get condescending in these things, but like I am, there is this storyline it feels so clear to me that like, yeah, if some new evidence arises that I'm like, oh God, then like, yeah, like I'm completely open to that. But from what it is right now, it's the same shit that's been happening in cycles over and over again for the last 2 seasons. And I just don't believe that they are doing anything that is either unwarranted, the way that they're handling it, saying it just like, keep it on low. If half of the cast or these 3 members of the cast are going to come this hard for you, then don't just tell people I'm not drinking. Even when he says to Zach's like, you weren't drinking at my party, right? He's like, no. Like, it was so animated that it's like, those two are just doing a thing. Like, you are drinking, right? No. Like, it was so fake to me.
But hold on, because this was the question I was going to ask you.
Exactly. The whole thing is fake.
For what reason?
Go ask Danny and Nia. That's what we're all trying to figure out. The people on this side of the fence are like, why? Why are you guys faking? Like, just be honest.
This not half, but it's like this one group gives them such shit about it that if I were showing up every day to a party and I'm eating my few times I like stained your chair with my cupcake. Like, I really need this cupcake though. Like, I'm addicted to these cupcakes, or I really like cupcakes, or I'm a diabetic. I need some more. Like, whatever. I don't know,
Right, but that's a problem.
Right, but like it's not a big, huge problem. Like I like cupcakes. It's really not your business. It's not a big problem. I'm not hurting you with it. I'm sorry I stained your couch a couple of times. I've apologized like 9,700 times for it. Everyone, all my good friends, my family, my wife, my kids, like they all know that I like to carry my cupcake around and like some, you know, whatever. Like, oh, mom's home eating her cupcakes again. Well, she had a really long day. She thanks for all this heat and air and electricity, Mom. Have your cupcake. Like, it just seems like this is so not really harming any of the people that really care about it. This thing happened with Jasmine forever ago, and everyone is using her to glom onto this thing.
It happened to Melissa. That's another thing. Is like, where did Melissa die? Is Melissa shipped off to another fucking planet?
Sorry, you don't show up that much. So, like, I
right,
don't know you.
But the thing happened to her. Like, happened to both of them. But, like, everybody's like, Jasmine's the victim. What? Didn't Jasmine's wife or fiance get her ass grabbed? Like, wasn't that the thing that was the problem? He grabbed this chick's ass? But like the Michelle thing or the Jasmine thing was like, hey, we go get daddy. Like, creepy. That's creepy, Danny. You're a creepy weirdo. And we would appreciate it if you'd be like, yeah, I'm kind of a creepy weirdo. But you're not. You're like, no, I'm Jesus, man. And you guys are just being weird that you think I'm creepy. Well, because you're creepy, bro.
Okay, that's this massive exaggeration of like how that went down. He never said like any of that was okay. He apologized 10,000 times, but nobody really wants one. And frankly,
he apologized because he was
so.
forced to 10,000 times. In hindsight, like he didn't really apologize.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing.
I don't think Danny has a problem. I think the problem that he has is so under control in his life by the people who rely on him and by the people who give a shit about him and understand him and appreciate him, that I'm sorry, it will never be my problem until it is Nia's problem. And until then, like...
I hear you. What I can't understand is this is a work environment. It just is, okay? And they might hang out outside of this. I don't think Danny and Nia are hanging out with the people that are quote unquote against them or whatever that much. So like off camera, right? So if you are working... if I knew that someone, anytime I was around them, if I was going to have alcohol around them during the time that we're working and cameras are up, and they were going to use that to go against me so hard, just don't have a drink. It's not that hard, unless it is that hard because you have a problem. So I don't understand why. Drink with Luke, drink with Jesse, lap it up out of a pool for all I care when you're hanging out with people who don't weaponize this against you. But if you are with people that you know are gunning for you and you know you're straight with alcohol and everyone in your circle that loves you and knows who you are, doesn't have a problem, then just don't drink.
So then
that's why it's weird.
So these assholes that he thinks are trash because they've been coming after him that way, he should bow to them and say, also, look, I love you, the work environment analogy. This is work. They do get a paycheck. This is a reality show. All they do is bang and party on these shows. Like,
it's not work. It's an NIL deal. It's a name, image, and likeness. Like their life has been licensed to put on television.
Yes,
they're not coming to work. They're not memorizing
what I'm saying
lines.
Is like when there's cameras up. If you're if the show isn't
all it is
filming,
parties and hooking up. Like that's what these shows are. So like,
but like you're telling me you couldn't have gone to Zach's housewarming and just not had a drink?
You could. For what? For these assholes that aren't even your friends and that all they do is sit around in a hen house and talk. I would just be like, I'm not
giving you the bait. I'm not taking the bait.
Then you're giving them the power. You're letting them control what you do.
But you already said that was cool.
I don't think Danny is not going to be controlled by these three ladies. And
but you already said that Danny and Nia's plan was to do that, and you seem fine with it.
To keep it like not be so big and wild about it. They like people will think that this is
be controlled by it. Like why not be so wild? Like what's
Because I don't think Nia wants to deal with it, but I think that she doesn't also want him to kowtow to these people that are not their actual friends. And
I
just
think
out
if
for
he
them.
actually didn't drink, I think she would be so relieved because I don't think she wants the headache.
I'm sure she would be relieved, but that's her partner. If she knows that Danny wants to have some beers with Tom Schwartz at a 007 party tonight, then like, I'm sorry, I think Nia's smart enough to know that like that's not the way.
Okay, great. Then if you want to do that, then you can't act a fool. Because I'm tired of cleaning up the mess.
Yeah.
That's what to me, you are in a partnership. Your wife has expressed, this is annoying. I don't feel heard or whatever it is, right? You saw the look on his face the next morning when they were in San Diego and they were talking about this. And he was just like, I shouldn't have done this. Great. So then just don't. If you don't have a problem with it, then don't do it and just lay off and when I say work environment, I just mean like while the cameras are up. When you're at Sunset Tower and we see them hanging out with Jesse and Lacy and whoever was there, take a martini out of a beer bong for all I care, because none of these people have a problem with it and they're not going to weaponize it around you. But these people are. So if you want them to stop talking about it, don't give them anything to talk about.
Right. That was my take last season. And now I think that I've probably evolved out of it as like why are you letting these other people control you if the people those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind? Like, I think
they do matter, because I feel like he's still engaging with them. So then it's like, then don't film with them. Why
be a problem in that respect? Why be a problem to production and say like, I'm not filming with them? Like that's not like, I don't think anyone likes that.
Just a super hypothetical what if. Okay. What if Danny does have a drinking problem? What if his close friends know that and they're like, yo, dude, this is why they keep going to him. It'd be like, you need to acknowledge this. And he's like, no, because as most addicts are like, no, bro, what is your first step is admitting you have a problem. Well, if you don't get to that step, then you're not
even on the train track.
Yeah, you're not getting better, right? So like, at what point are our friends supposed to not say, hey man, we think you have a drinking problem? Like what you're saying is like, hey, don't cow down, don't bow down to them, don't cow to them, right? Kowtow to them. Fine, but like, what if he has a problem? What if this is a real thing?
Then his real friends need to do something about it.
What if they are trying?
So they're just pretending? Because all I can go off of is like what they're all saying and what they're all of them literally are saying. All of his friends are literally like, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. I've had it up to here with this kind of treatment. I think you should like, they aren't just going like, they're just shrugging.
Friends? Kristen, Luke,
Jesse, clearly Lacy is joining that.
Yeah.
I think she's made that clear. And Tom Schwartz.
I mean, Tom Schwartz doesn't count.
Tom Schwartz
is a friend of everybody. The guy
he is a friend to all.
Like, this is the first time I was like, okay, dude, you're getting on my nerves. Like, grow a bit of a backbone.
Like, never had one.
Never. Like, it's on my nerves. I'm like,
why are you expecting more from Schwartz?
He's just too much. He's a pushover. I don't believe it. We'll get to it. But like, he's the guy that I'm like, you're so perfect and nice and sweet and everything, the plants and you're golly gee, I got the loves and the fit. Like, I don't believe that guy. I don't trust that guy. That character, not Tom Schwartz, but like that guy that's always so perfect and so cheery and so happy and so just.
I like him. I'm just not taking him as like
everything.
the judge and jury of the situation, because I do feel like he wants to be a nice guy and he wants to understand. So that's that's all I'm saying here. And I just do we have anything else to say?
Oh, I thought you meant people. Anything else to say about what? About
this situation that we're talking about with at the pickles at the farmer's market?
No,
Okay, amazing. Because we will get into even more of this when we're in part 2 talking about all of it. Jasmine and Zach go for drinks. This is a sweet scene. She asks him to be involved in their wedding. Then they bring up the Benji stuff because of obviously all of the immigration laws and all of that nightmare for people. There's been a lot of changes and it's affecting him and Benji. I admittedly have stopped watching the news for the most part because it's not good for my health.
This was a news to me.
I did not realize that on some immigration statuses it was $100,000.
Yeah,
that's insane. Got to get our money. Just to back up a little bit.
I'm not going to see any of that money.
Yeah, I was going to say who's getting that?
Yeah,
America. The bunkers. She did not ask him to be a part of the wedding. She phrased it in that way, but what she told/asked him was, you're going to be my unpaid wedding planner. That's exactly like that with the toast and the thing. That was the most like sneaky way to get someone to help you move without them realizing that like, am I getting the master? Are you asking me to move into your new mansion that you just got with your lottery money? And you just need my truck. You need me to wait. Did I already say yes to that? Oh, 7 o'clock. Jesus.
I think it's even I think
Christ.
it's, oh my God, you're asking me to move in? Oh wait, I have to be cleaning everything, doing your laundry,
And I
doing
don't
the
get to move
landscaping,
in?
and I'm living in like the outhouse.
Yeah, you're asking me to move in? No, I'm asking you to be my maid.
Yeah.
You can't live there. You just get to and set it all up and clean. That's what happened. That was the craziest shit.
I think I totally
Ever.
missed it. Then I don't understand. Like,
She basically said, you know, you mean so much to Michelle and I. I would love for you to be a part of our wedding.
She made it seem like that's what was happening, like a bridesmaid, something.
Yeah, and he wells up and he's like, "Are you saying maid of honor?" And she's like, "No, I'm not doing that." And he's like, "Okay, like yes, I would love to." And she's like, "Okay, great. I have no idea. Like you have to help me
just
pick
need
the
so
venue,
much
the
help and
flowers.
the
We're moving all this
thing."
stuff. I'm gonna need you to help me do that." Like she just
Got
was
it.
going into like
Okay.
the list of her needs, and she did say, in all fairness, she's like, "I'm completely overwhelmed by this. Don't know which end is up." In her confessional.
Great. And that's when you hire a wedding planner.
no, that's
there's
You
that's
don't
another
finagle
thing.
your friend who doesn't have any furniture in his apartment, whose fiance can't come in to live with him, who he just gave his last $2,000 to Kristen. Like what? What?
I-
What? Hey, the dude.
I will never forget being just like, because I had been a bridesmaid before and I just don't remember it being a thing. But like,
Oh,
I've been a bridesmaid a bunch, but I mean, before this specific time, I don't remember it ever being this crazy thing where like, I think there were like 3 events and like, just one of them was $500. I was like 23 years old. Like I was working retail and like, it just was like, I'm paying for the, how much is this
It's
brunch? Because
so
there's like 8 of
expensive.
us. So like what, like it was just, I don't know. It's
And
not
it's-
about not wanting to do things for my friends, but like once they're asking you in a way, like I feel like they should ask you with like, these are the things I want to do and this is how much it's going to cost. I would love you to be a part of it because like I want to spend all this time with you, but this is how much it's going to cost. And if you don't have the time or the money to commit to this, then like it's just I think that it's really shitty the way that people ask people to be in their wedding and then you have no idea what their plans are. Some people want to elope and they don't want a bachelorette party and all the things, but like some people
I don't know those
literally
people.
want like 9 brunches and
no,
a
and the
Vegas.
bachelorette party is always a weekend trip somewhere that
Yeah.
costs you another $2,000.
Yeah.
And listen, it's fun, but the reason people don't ask or pose it the way that you're
Yeah.
saying that they should, which I absolutely co-sign that, is because they're thinking, no, all y'all, I had to do all this shit for 8 other people. Somebody's doing it for me now. I'm telling you, that's what people think.
Well, then don't ask the people that are single and that never asked you to do it. Ask all your married friends
That's
to
right.
be in your wedding.
I've been a bridesmaid 9 times.
Yeah.
Okay. I am very well versed on the mating of brides. And it is so much work. It is so expensive. And you will never wear the dress again. I have never worn the dress again.
and
okay?
not one of them ever doesn't say, you will totally wear this. Like they all
Everyone
believe that
says it.
they picked the dress that you're going to wear again.
That's right.
Even the most, like the loveliest, simplest, straight up and down, like it is still so
bridesmaid's,
obviously
yeah.
a bridesmaid's dress. I don't care if it's navy blue and strap. There is something about some little thing that comes off the side.
It goes through some weird
yeah,
machine
it
that
goes-
turns it into a bridesmaid's
yes,
dress.
and that's it, and that's all.
I will say, actually, that's a lie. When I was a bridesmaid for my sister one time, she did get these really pretty dresses that it was like this was also in like the early aughts. So please excuse the designer. No offense to Nicole Miller, but like Nicole Miller made pretty dresses in
Yeah.
like the late 90s.
I had some. I remember I always borrow 70s Nicole Miller for funerals and such.
Yes.
Because she just
And
had
so
the perfect black dress. you
That's
know?
right. And so she got a really pretty black dress from Nicole Miller and everyone got that. And I did wear that dress again. And then I was a bridesmaid for my best friend, Molly McBride. And I was the only person and she was like, go out and buy any dress that you want
Yeah.
that like and I went to Alice and Olivia, got a great dress that I've worn the shit out of. But like,
Those are not bridesmaids dresses.
That's
like
right.
that Nicole Miller dress that she didn't.
Yeah.
It was never a bridesmaid's dress to begin with.
Ever.
So yeah,
that's
fine.
right. So at any rate, it is so much money. It is so much time. And everybody gets so emotional about it because they think this is like their one time to celebrate themselves. And I get it. You want it to be perfect, but the lead up to that puts so much stress on
Yeah.
everyone that's in the bridal party. So Zach, just help her move and get on with your bad self.
Yeah, I would just say from like seriously, like literally unless it's like one of like 4 girls that I know right now, like I would just say I don't have time. I would love to. I don't have time.
I swear, I think about this just whatever. I was with someone for 8.5 years and you think about like, oh, okay, well, I know Shane really wanted to get married. That was like an important thing for him to do. Obviously that didn't happen. But I was like, oh, okay, well, what would it look like if I did get married? And for me, I'm just a person that I don't want to throw a party. I don't want to invite someone to something if I can't, if
Pay
it's not
for it.
pay for it and like
Yeah.
do it the way that I want to do it.
Same.
Or if I'm asking someone to pay for it, it's so nominal that like, okay, it's this weekend away. Just give me $125. Like if that's, and that's
because we got to get a cleaning lady.
right.
Because we're going to trash this place.
Totally. Like it's a very nominal fee.
Yeah.
And so I always thought if I were to get married, I would want to like go to a regular store and find a dress with this person and have like a very special day with them where it's like whatever the you want. Maybe I pick black or whatever, but like any dress that's black, and I want to buy it for you. I want to take you out to a dope dinner. I want to get a massage in the morning. Like maybe we stay at a hotel just to like give everyone make them feel as special as they made me feel as a friend. Like that's the only way I would want to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so after this, Zach and Danny meet up to buy a 10-year anniversary gift. And obviously this is in addition to her actual gift because they've been married for 10 years. So he's getting her diamonds.
You think he did?
100%.
You think he lied and said he got his wife diamonds? And
He didn't say he got his wife diamonds.
Oh, no, I thought he said he did.
I thought he said he did.
Yeah,
He said that 10 is diamonds. I got a little something other, a bigger thing, and not something. He didn't never said he got her diamonds.
Oh, I think it's wise that he got that second gift for.
Yes.
Because this is the thing I'll tell you, dudes. Someone's going to say, why would you get her a second gift? You already got her this 5,000. You're in the hole for $5,000.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. You're already in the hole for $5,000.
Yeah, what's $250 more?
Exactly. Go get her that little thing that her friends are going to be like, where'd you get that? She can be like, oh, Danny got it for me for my birthday. I thought he got you that necklace.
Yeah, that's right.
He got you what? And then they're going to look at their boyfriends or husbands and go, oh, what? Oh, it
shows you made a second. Yeah, she is completely correct. It shows you made a second stop. It shows that you thought of me not once, but twice.
Yeah.
It's a big, and it doesn't even have to be anything massive. Just that little, like,
it's almost like a personal thing.
Yeah,
it's like an
correct.
inside joke or or just
like
something that's, you want it to be nice because you like, if you want the girlfriend to say,
of course, it's not like you're getting her like
yeah.
cocktail napkins that says like, I can't afford a vacation, so I just drink until I don't know where I am. Not that.
Yeah.
It's more along the lines of, you probably got her a tennis bracelet or a beautiful like diamond necklace that she's been wanting and been hinting at. So she knows probably something along the lines of that is coming, which is amazing. I'm not trying to sound like a greedy asswipe. However, this extra surprise thing for $250 makes you look like, wait, what? That's going to almost get you more shine than the gift that she was quote unquote expecting.
Yeah.
So you're welcome, people. Danny has locked in his vasectomy date, although he's worried about it because Nia's going to be gone judging Miss USA at the same time. And then Zach brings up the birthday trip to Mexico that they're going to do. Does anyone have anything? It was it was just like a very, what do we call them? Call sheet scenes.
Isn't there nannies at home, Danny? Like where are all the other kids staying? If she's taking one kid and
With
the
him.
mom and right, so like
he's got the other three.
So something tells me someone else is going to be there because like what he's getting this procedure and then expected to take care of 3 kids. Like I doubt
you're
that.
not like, it's not like a breast augmentation. Like you can't ride a bike.
Can't you not lift anything for like a certain amount of time?
I think it's like you can't ride a bike. You can't go into anything hot.
Oh,
And
was he just around when he was like, I'm not supposed to reach? Or I'm not supposed. Maybe that was just.
I think he was
maybe that
trying to like,
a bit.
yeah, I think he was trying. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, don't go to a spin class afterwards, but take a good nap, jerk off, and you'll be fine. I think that's it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I know a lot of men that have gotten them, and like all of the wives are just like, he was fine.
Yeah.
So after this, Tom is watering his plants and Lala comes over to talk about the 007 party, which really came out of nowhere, but good for you, Tom.
Yeah.
He's hosting the 007 party at his condo. Lala asks, how close is Jax to you? They look over and see his roof or whatever part of his part of the condo. Lala sees Kiana wrote, I love you on some napkin and put it on the fridge. I just love love. I love all good things in the relationship world. And it's so sweet in the beginning where all of that new stuff is happening and like you wrote something on a napkin and now it's laying on the refrigerator because in 4 years, you're just going to be used to walking past that thing on the refrigerator. But for right now, Tom gets to walk by it and be like, I have this really beautiful, great girlfriend and she loves me.
Yeah,
She
I
gets
know.
out of school at 3:30, and I'm gonna pick her up.
That's right.
And carpool.
That's right.
Yeah, Tom looks
Put her in her
so
booster seat.
happy, and I haven't
does.
seen him. I've never seen Tom this happy. Like,
Same.
I think that he really loved his wife, but like the problems were just so massive that like I don't know if we ever saw that many good times. I feel like I saw them laugh a few times and like, but I don't know. To kind of be carrying around this like, it's like they were kids, you know, when he was married the first time.
Yeah.
Like kids living in a shithole apartment, and like second marriages are often really great because like all of that,
cherish.
especially even on kids, you know, like right
Yeah.
away at least, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
just, you know what is fun, you know, you appreciate that free time and being able to jet off somewhere and like obviously all the newness on top of that, all the new sex and all the new whatever, introducing to friends for the first time and like letting your friends kind of like roust her and like it's lovely. And I just love that for him because I understand that not everyone is a Shorts fan. But he just has such a good heart, and
He does have a really good heart. Like,
Yeah.
and that's part of why he is so flip floppy with people because I don't think he wants to hurt
doesn't
anyone's
wanna hurt
feelings. I think he
anyone.
wants to see it from both sides. And I agree with you. I think he's got this thing in his head where he realizes, oh, I had this marriage. It went down in a ball of flames.
Yeah.
And yes, there were good times, but a lot of it was very troubled, argumentative. I wasn't the best version of myself. I cheated on her. I don't want to be that person going forward. Like you have a fresh, clean slate
Yeah.
to hopefully build something really beautiful with someone with all of the wisdom that you're carrying from
Yeah,
a failed relationship. Because you learn more from a
Exactly.
loss than you do from a win,
exactly.
period.
Yeah, absolutely.
They then at the end of this scene, they got to beat the Danny drum of talking about, you know, Schwartz brings up that they went to that dinner and Danny feels like he has to hide his drinking and Tom said, that's ridiculous. But if you feel like you have to do it, I support you. And Lala says, absolutely not. If you have to hide your drinking, that's something to look at, which is something I said last episode. And again, like if he just stopped drinking, like it would just stop all the chatter and they would have to find a new storyline. That's my thought. Again, and I know you disagree because that was your thought last year. And now you're just like, screw everybody. It didn't work.
Well, just even Tom just saying there's nuance here. Let me give you this. And that
Yes.
Tom with the nuance, Party of Schwartz. That's why we're here, people.
I do love the nuance.
Yeah, because there is nuance to that. And if people don't want to see that nuance, then they just don't want to see it. Like there is more to it than just this. There are stakes for this. There are people that are just following a storyline. This is a job that you are all coming to work. And if that's get in where you fit in, this is the easiest thing to go for. Like whatever, like, and that's just the basics. That's just like that anybody who has a job that there's any office politics involved and whatever, like everyone knows about that kind of thing. This has added depth to it because of everything that happened with Jasmine. But it's like, what can I do? Do I just never do anything again while Jasmine is in 100-mile radius? Or like, what are the rules that everybody, like, I do wonder, like, what would the parameters be? Like, if he just said, all right, everyone line up, give me, what's your rule? What's your rule? Well, like, I would.
I think it's much easier than that. And I think because even when Tom added the nuance in there, I have a note, like, I get that there is nuance. For me, the math still just isn't mathing. And I don't think, to me, and find out. Danny has never tried saying, I'm going to go in and for 30 days hanging out with these people, I'm not going to have a lick of alcohol.
I thought he did do that last year.
He never stuck to it. I think he was like for like 2 seconds, he didn't have a drink. And it's just, I think you got to try it out more to see if it's going to work. Or if you're not going to do that, then just come out and say, I'm going to drink. I'm going to drink when I want. I'm going to drink what I want. And I'm going to drink how much I want. And if I get saucy, that's who I am, bro. You get saucy, you get bitchy, you get whiny, you cry too much when you drink. And I don't say anything. But now I did because you feel the need to call me out. And so we're all just going to call each other out for this. And I'm not going to stop drinking. I'm going to drink next to you in the pantry, Janet. I'm going to drink next to you and Melissa, Jasmine. Like, just own
Hide
it.
your asses, ladies.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I would respect it more if it wasn't the hiding thing. I guess like that's where I'm getting irritated with it. Either don't drink and see how that goes, or just say, I'm not hiding it from anyone because I'm a grown man. My wife and I are cool. I'm a great dad. Our bills are paid. We're not in debt. And I'm going to let my hair down and blow off some steam and drink as much tequila as I want this weekend. And if anyone has a problem with it, talk to somebody who gives a shit. Would that
PSA, this will be the easiest short I ever clipped. This is all of that. Do exactly that. And then if you get yourself into trouble, you'll only have yourself to blame. And I don't know how much more people can really keep talking about something that you've like said straight to their faces. I don't give a what you have to say about any of this. Fire away, see where it gets you.
That's right. So try one or the other. Own it and you're free, or just say, I don't want to give this any more oxygen and I'm just not going to drink. I'm going to try it for 30 days and see if anything different happens.
I wonder if he's wanted to do that and Nia is like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Just
I think
just
if
lay
he
low.
said he wasn't going to drink, she would be thrilled.
No. I am curious if he has actually wanted to come out middle fingers up, because he kind of seems like he gets in those modes sometimes where he just wants to tell everyone to eat shit and die. But Nia might be the type that is like, I cannot handle that. I can handle it if you just lay low, mind your P's and Q's, go. If you got to slam a drink, go to the other room. Like, I just don't want to deal with all of this. But she's not going to make him stop drinking completely because they drink together.
But
they like to have a nice time.
But then Nia's part of the problem.
No, I
and now we're
understand
stuck in
that.
purgatory.
Well, right. And that might be exactly where we're at.
I think it is.
It's that they are a partnership and they both have to agree on the approach of something that seems to be sort of front and center at their place of business or whatever. So,
but this is the thing. I think both of them right now aren't really in accordance with what's going on.
No, I don't.
He's pissed when she is nitpicking at him. She's pissed because I don't want to have to nitpick at you because you're a grown ass man and I don't want to have to baby you, or you get all pissy because you don't think your foundation matches the color of your actual skin.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a joke. So they're not talking about the real issue. They're trying to put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, in my opinion, and talk around like, well, if you only have 3 drinks and if you calm down a little bit, then we'll all be okay. No, you're not addressing the actual issue.
Yeah.
You hate when he gets this drunk. It grosses you out. It frustrates you. You hate when she has the reins too tight and is mothering you. And it's like, this is a dog chasing its tail. We're in a circular argument.
Yeah.
And so you got to figure out a better way to get to the root cause of this and heal that.
No, you're totally right. Their solutions that they've come up with seems to be sort of like a negotiation that is just, this is what he's like, oh, fine, like, okay. And it's only going to perpetuate what's going on around them. But I wonder if they actually really care. Like, I wonder if they've just been like, who cares? Like,
what do you mean? Wonder if they care?
Like, I wonder if they just know that, like, this is what she wants. I would like to just tell everyone to eat shit and die. But like, my wife doesn't want me to do that. She wants me to do this. I have gone overboard. I kind of maybe trying out her way for a bit and then maybe give it a season. And if maybe she'll see like this isn't really working,
then
and she'll either impose like you're done, bro, you're cut off, I can't deal with it's like she'll give him some kind of an ultimatum in a way. I don't think she would ever leave him over it, but she might be like, our relationship will not be the same, just so you know. So if you're like, we got 4 kids to raise, so I'm here for the next 18 years, but like I don't know what happens after that, and this is a slippery slope, motherfucker. Yeah. So like that could be a thing.
If that's the case, then he just needs to try harder because he's not nailing it. Like for what she's asked.
It almost seems like he's doing it in a way that's like flippant.
To spite her.
To spite her, yeah. Because he just doesn't want to be controlled. But I wonder if he might have to give her at least I'm going to try this because he's in the doghouse and that will continue to happen, or it won't, or less or more. I don't know. But I think that what you said, I would love to see that and just see how everyone else reacts to that, because that is that's what I'm paying attention to. I'm not paying attention to him and how he's drinking anymore. I'm paying attention how everyone is watching him and trying to like get a piece of the action in some way. And maybe if you take all of that off, he will then have no game to play, and he will bury himself and show himself to be the raging alcoholic that a lot of people believe that he is.
Yeah.
Strip him of all. I always say, like, let people bury themselves. Like, don't distract. Like, don't make it a thing. Don't make adversity about because then they get caught up in a whole new cause.
Yep.
And when you could just let them set themselves on fire.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm in for that. And I think it's the best plan ever.
Do you think we should cut now? Because we're basically going to be getting into like the girls start getting ready for the party and then the 007 party happens, which a lot happens there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, perfect. Like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend, and meet us over at part 2.
Yeah, do it. Love you. Bye.
Ciao.